What's going on, everyone? Vince Goodrum here, and before I head off to work, I do have to address one other thing, and that is Jason Genova being 4 days out from the Ruby Classic. Now, people are asking me if is he ready or not. Well, the answer is, of course he's ready. He's been ready for the past 3 weeks. He's been ready for the past 6 weeks. He's been ready for the past 2 months. Why am I saying that for? It's quite simple. Because Jason Genova is not really doing it for winning a show. Even someone like Jason Genova in his right mind knows that he couldn't possibly place very well at the Ruby Classic. The reason that Jason Genova is doing it, and first off, to all these people that are trying to talk him out of doing the show, you may as well forget it. That's just ridiculous, because he's not doing the show to win. He's doing it for admiration, for mints, and most importantly, for money. It's all for subscription and for money. The fact of the matter is that Jason Genova's YouTube channel brings in a lot of cash there whenever he does things like that. Last year, from what I understand, at the Ruby Classic, when he did that show, he got a check between a little over $1,000 there just for all the views and all of the other thing that was done after it for all the series of videos. So, quite frankly, you know, Jason Genova is ready for the show simply because he's doing the show to make money. It doesn't matter what type of shape in here. He can look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he would still do the Ruby Classic. Why? Because he knows good and well, and I'm not talking about his handlers. I know Jason Genova knows good and well that he's going to get a lot of subscribers because everyone wants to see a train wreck. Take it from me, because believe me, I've screwed up a couple of shows here myself there. And whenever I screwed up my shows, all the postings on those forums just went wild. Anytime I did a bodybuilding show, the internet just basically lit up with comments. People, human beings in particular, have a natural likeness to see a train wreck. They want to laugh at someone. They want to laugh at someone in worse shape there to make themselves feel better about themselves. You know, and I think we as a people need to look in each other's hearts here. We need to look within ourselves and realize that we really shouldn't be making fun of someone like this here. Jason Genova has mental disabilities. I mean, he makes these crazy comments here. His mother is his guardian, so he is not going to be in his right mind. Now, even with the money that's being made, I'm not even sure where it's going to, but I can almost guarantee that his handlers are getting a good chunk of it, and Jason, unfortunately, is left with bagging groceries at Publix. But he doesn't care, because he feels that he's getting admiration, that he's getting fans, he's building up an audience base. But at the end of the day, we as a people are making fun of a mentally disabled person. That in itself is just wrong. We know it's wrong, but yet we just want to see a train wreck for some reason or another. So what's my opinion about it? Jason Genova wants to do the show, I mean, and that's perfectly fine. But to everyone else here who are just dying to see him look really bad at that show and to see him fail miserably, shame on you. Shame on you. Mocking a disabled person. I mean, it doesn't matter what his opinion is or pretty much, you know, what's going through his head. We know he's mentally disabled. We know that. And yet we continue to say, go on, do that show. Go do the Ruby Classic. You're going to have new subscribers. You're going to have new friends. People are going to love you. Yet deep down, you're just giggling and just laughing at, oh man, just saying to yourself, oh man, I can't wait to see him royally fuck up at that Ruby Classic. It's going to be a laugh riot. That's pretty bad, you know, and it's kind of sad. And I wish people would just think a bit before, you know, allowing this to occur. I think the judges honestly should pull him off of the show and say, hey, we want to look out for you, but I don't know. We'll see at the Ruby Classic. You know, the only thing I certainly hope is for all the ridicule and for all the humiliation that at least he gets some of that money that's coming to him for making a complete fool of himself on that event. And I hope next year, I hope people and his friends actually look out for him and say, and push him to the side and say, hey, Jason, these people are making fun of you. They're not really your friends. The one thing about friends is real true friends are going to tell you when you're not in the best shape, when you're not right in the head, when things are wrong, they're going to look out for you. Right now, Jason Genova really doesn't have any friends because they are pushing him to do a show that they know good and well that he is not ready for. They know he's not ready for it, but they just want to see a train wreck. They expect the train wreck, and they're pushing him into the path of that train. Shame on them. You guys really think about that next time you go and laugh at Jason Genova or anyone else. It's not really funny at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you know, there's a big price to pay. But that's all I got to say. Got to get to work. You guys take care.